Marissa, where are you? I just got home from work and the house is a mess. The kids haven't had their lunch by this time. What's going on? Talk to me, Marissa.
I'm not home, okay? I had to step out for a moment. Those kids were bugging the hell out of me.
You left them at home, all by themselves? What the hell were you thinking?
Oh, please, I knew you'll be coming back anytime soon, so I timed my departure perfectly. Besides, I couldn't take any more of their screaming. Sometimes I just wonder if those silly things drive Joy and driving me crazy. They're simply too stubborn and unruly. Being with them for 30 minutes gives me a migraine.
Marissa, how could you say such a thing? There are children. We have to take care of them, no matter what.
Not me. Right now, I'm out for some me time. I just need to relax and unwind a bit, you know?
Honey, I'm not against this, but the least you could have done was wait until I returned home. Leaving them by themselves was reckless.
Don't try to teach me how I should act, okay? As far as I'm concerned, you also give me headaches.
Me? What do you mean?
Come on, ever since you lost your well-paying job, nothing has remained the same for us. From the director position, you are now an ordinary caregiver who takes care of old people who are almost senile. I'm tired of this, Dylan. I'm tired of living from hand to mouth, wondering where the next meal will come from.
Why are you being like this? You know how hard I try so you and the kids can eat. Things are hard, but I've never let you go to bed hungry, have I? I still manage to take care of the bills, don't I? You know how things were back when I was the director of the company. We lived a life of luxury. All that isn't possible anymore, but it's just a matter of time and I'll be back on my feet.
No! I deserve more than this! I deserve better! I can't be waiting for you to climb back up the ladder, can I? For all I know, you're guilty of the fraud they say you committed. This means no major company will ever hire you again. So, tell me, will your caregiver's earnings buy my clothes? Will they feed me in nice restaurants?
What? I told you I was set up. I didn't commit the fraud.
Obviously, you're the one who thinks so. See, I had to start thinking of myself. No more sitting at home and take care of those kids. I'm done.
So, what are you gonna do with your time? I'm the only one with a job. How can I work around the clock and still take care of the kids?
You'll figure it out. After all, there are the reasons we don't spend enough time with each other anymore. Don't bother waiting up for me, babe. I'll be partying all night long.
Marissa, we're not done talking. Marissa! Marissa, what were you up to last night? Why did I get a debit alert of $1,000? What did you use all that money for?
Cut off that rude tone, okay? Am I not your wife? Don't I deserve that money? I used it to have a good time last night. The drinks wouldn't have bought themselves, you know.
My God, you spent $1,000 last night alone in a club? How could you do this? You know how hard I worked to save up that money, and you spent it all in one night?
That sounds like you're about to cry. Just consider it as my salary for all I've been doing for your broke ass these past 3 years. I've been sitting at home, taking care of the kids and making food, and you haven't paid me a dime.
Have you forgotten how things were back when I had a good job? I gave you over $7,000 monthly. Why are you acting like I'm deliberately not giving you these things?
Oh, just shut up, okay? Is it bad for me to keep wanting these things? Just because you lost your job doesn't mean I shouldn't live a decent life. If you really love me, you'll do anything within your power to give me the life I deserve, even if you have to steal.
Marissa, how can you ask me to steal?
Why can't you? After all, it won't be the first time, right?
This again? I'm done trying to convince you I was set up. And by the way, when are you coming home? It's almost 8 a.m. and I have to leave for work.
Coming home? Don't be silly. I'll be here for the next 3 days.
What? You know I can't take the kids with me to work.
Well, I guess you'll have to figure that out.
Can you just stop being this way, please? There's no time for me to call a babysitter, so I'll have no choice but to call in sick. Marissa, this would set us back financially.
Honestly, I don't care. Just do your thing. I can assure you the kids will be fine. Now, leave me alone.
Hold on. At least come home so you'll get your surprise.
Surprise?
Yeah, I'll show it to you when you come home. Marissa, you were in the house, weren't you? I just returned from dropping the kids off at my aunt's, only to find the house in utter chaos. Why did you trash everything like that? I set it up for you as a surprise, and you ruined it all?
Seriously? That's what you call a surprise? Dylan, are you kidding me? I went home to get a change of clothes and I saw your pathetic attempt to surprise. Well, for your information, I was disgusted.
What? Do you know how much setting up all those things cost me? Even after the careless spending you did last night, I'm still trying my best to save what we have.
Are you? No, I don't think so. Because if you are, then why the hell would you bring that cheap cake for me? I tried eating it and it tasted like chalk. The one he brought me was even worse. Simply seeing the bottle was enough for me smashed against that wall. Everything about your surprise was just cheap. How could I see all those stupid things and keep my cool? It seems like just because I've stayed with you all this while, you believe I'll accept any rubbish you give me. You're very wrong. And what about that stupid silly gown red I saw on the table? I'm pretty sure you got it from a thrift store. You imbecile. How could you give me a dress that someone else has worn? So yeah, I destroyed everything, and there is nothing you're gonna do about it.
Marissa, oh my god, I really can't believe you're saying all this.
You embarrass me by that silly stunt you pulled. If you love me as you claim you do, you would never have tried that. Even the letter you wrote, like seriously? How old are you? 9? Because I'm certain a 10-year-old would have written it better. Anyway, no use crying over spilled milk. I got your surprise, albeit how disgusting it was. However, now it's time for you to get mine. Are you in the bedroom yet?
No, I'm still in the living room. Why?
Go to our room and get your surprise.
My god, I'm in the bedroom now. Marissa, how could you write broke husband all over the walls? Why would you do that?
That's what your despicable surprise reminded me of. Just how broke you are. All the more reason why I need this freedom. I need more positive energy around me. And by the way, I use a permanent marker, so good luck trying to clean it off. You're broke and shameless, and it's embarrassing. Why are you being so quiet? You have nothing else to say? Good. That's how it should be. Broke people have no say in this world.
Marissa, it's been 4 days and you're yet to return. How long are you planning to stay away from your family?
Can you just leave me alone? When I'm good and ready, I'll come home.
Honey, I've hired a nanny to take care of the kids, okay? The nanny will take and bring them back from school every day. Also, she'll spend the weekend with them. This way, you and I can have enough private moments. Am I doing enough to make you happy? Can you please come home now?
Nah, I'm on a girls' trip right now. Can you remember the last time I went on one? It's been ages. I need this, Dylan, so stop bugging me, okay?
What about the children? They need you.
Well, handle it. You're their father. You're just trying to ruin what I have here, and it's not gonna work. I can assure you of that. Do you know how many men have approached me today? I even gave some of them my number. I hope at least one of them will call. So, you see why I need you to get off my back.
Oh my god, you really sound like you're out of your mind. Are you so sick of me that you can comfortably tell me that you intend to cheat on me? If you're so sick of me, why don't you just leave? Just leave instead of frustrating me.
Are you for real? You're really asking for a divorce? How dare you? After all I've endured in this marriage, I stood by you and suffered with you. Now you want to kick me out? This is how you pay me back? Oh, you're so heartless.
No, honey, you're getting it wrong. See, I still believe in us. You and I can still work out. I'm certain of it. Maybe I was a little harsh, and I'm sorry. What do you need me to do? We can go for counseling. I know that would be of great help. I'll also apply for more jobs. We'll be fine, I promise. Just come back home, okay?
I'm done believing your empty promises. You're a failure, Dylan. We both know it. You will never amount to anything. Don't interrupt my girls' trip again.
Hold on, honey. You have to at least consider the children. Honey, Marissa?
Dylan! Why the hell did the locks change? Come and open this door at once, or I swear you won't like what I'll do. I'm talking to you, Dylan. Open this door before I lose my temper.
Stop banging on the door. The kids are sleeping. I'm not opening the door for you. You can return to wherever you're coming from.
What? Open this crazy door. I need my bikinis for a pool party tonight.
You think I don't know what you've been up to? You were never on a girls' trip. You've been in town the whole time, going out with different men.
What the hell are you talking about? Are you out of your mind?
Out of my mind? Fine, why don't you explain these? Can you see? Why is there a different man in each of the pictures, Marissa? You were spotted by my friends, and they took the pictures. What do you have to say now?
Huh, seriously? Your silly friends misunderstood and fed you lies. I can't believe you're so gullible as to believe them. You're just being jealous, that's all. Those are our old classmates.
Jealous? Are you for real? So you want to tell me that all your classmates are men? Don't bother denying it, just go back to your classmates. I don't even want to set eyes on you tonight.
I have to get my bikinis. I'm not leaving here without them.
You're not getting in here, Marissa. Go back to where you're coming from.
You're going to regret this. You should have changed the locks on the garage as well.
You can't come in through the garage, the door's locked.
Who said anything about coming in?
My God, was that glass shattering? What did you do?
You like the sound, right? That's your windshield, baby. I just smashed it to bits. That should teach you.
How could you? What am I going to drive to work tomorrow?
I don't care, silly. I'm too busy going to my pool party.
Marissa, you'll pay for this, I promise you. Marissa! Marissa, how dare you make such a post about me on Facebook? Take it down at once.
I am a lie. Is any of those things I said a lie?
Everything about the post is a lie. How could you accuse me of laying my hands on you when we know clearly that I've never done that in my life? You told everyone I smashed the windshield when we both know it was you who did it. Delete that post right now. If my clients see it, they could stop working with me.
How is that any of my business? They're clients. You deal with them how you see it. As for the post, that's my account and I can put up whatever the hell I want. If you have the guts, try dragging this out with me. You'll find out what it means to step on the tail of a tigress.
So, betraying your marriage vows is no longer enough. Now you have to ruin my reputation as well? Just take the post down, that's all I'm asking for.
Now you know how I felt when you refused to open the door for me? Just buzz off, okay?
Marissa, why is Mike making a comment on the post? It just came up now. What does he mean by, I'll rescue you from that monster, baby? Answer me.
Well, isn't it obvious? Mike and I are seeing each other now.
What? Mike? My best friend? How could you betray me like this?
Please, don't be so dramatic. He's not just your best friend, he's also the director of the company you were fired from. The very position you lost because you stole money. Mike has it now. Do the math, Dylan. Can't you see that you and I are not compatible? This marriage is no longer working out for either of us. We just need to go on our separate ways. I want a divorce.
What? You can't be serious.
My lawyers will be contacting you soon about it. Just sign the papers, okay? I'd like it to be done with all this as soon as possible.
Hi, dear. It's been a while.
Our divorce is still ongoing. We shouldn't be speaking to each other.
Please, just hear me out. It's not too late to call off all these. Honey, we can still be together. I can forgive everything, I promise. Just come back home. The children need their mommy. Maya's been sick and all she says is that she wants to see you. Our little boy has been performing badly in school. I'm asking you to come back, not for me, but for our children.
You really are a joke. You know that, right? How can you expect me to put my life on hold for you and the children?
What do you mean to put your life on hold? What exactly are you doing besides partying and traveling all over the country?
What I do is none of your business. We're not married anymore, remember? But I've heard what you said. I'll come over this weekend to see the kids. You can relax.
Weekend? That's what you said last week. And the week before that. Don't you get tired of all these lies? Why make promises you know you can't keep?
It's because you keep on pestering me. I'm busy. Can't you get that through your thick skull?
So busy you won't have time for your children? Wow. Mother of the Year. You know what? I'm done waiting for you to come to your senses. I'll be hiring a live-in nanny to take care of the children.
I don't care. Just leave me alone. Dylan! Come out here right now, or I'll burn this house to the ground! Dylan, don't test my patience. Come out right now and fix your mess.
It's too early in the morning for all this. What is it? Stop stepping on the flowers. You're ruining them. Also, stop raising your voice. You're scaring the kids.
I don't care about your stupid flowers, okay? What on earth made you call me last night? And why did you send those silly messages?
Come on, that's the reason for all this? Aren't you overreacting? I'm just a man trying to win his wife back. What's wrong with that?
Mike saw your text, and now he thinks you and I are getting back together. Can you see the trouble you caused?
I should be the one mad at Mike for betraying our friendship. Why did he send you to me?
He didn't send me, doofus. I came here myself. See, I moved on, okay? You and I are done. The ship where you and I would live happily ever after sailed a long time ago. So calling me, also constantly sending me texts will not change a single thing.
Okay, I get it. But can you stop destroying those flowers? And keep the racket down. You're making the children cry.
I'm angry. If I don't do these things, I could smash the window in. You know I can do that. I'll be leaving now before I do something I'll regret. Make sure you never call me again.
Marissa, you're really ending things like this?
The divorce would be settled soon, so you and I would have nothing to talk about again. There's $50,000 for you on the floor. When you're ready, you can come and take it. I'm out of here.
$15,000? Well, what's that for?
You had to buy the kids some food and new clothes. I'm sure you can't remember the last time you held such an amount. You better spend it wisely. I can only afford to give you this because Mike gives me a lot of money.
Marissa.
I'm leaving now. I have your account number, so I'll be sending you some money from time to time for upkeep, okay?
I can see that your heart is no longer with me. I'll no longer try to stop you.
Finally, you're speaking some sense.
Have a good life, Marissa. I wish you well.
Hi, Dylan. How have you been? It's been too long since we spoke.
Hi, Marissa. We don't have anything to say to each other. That's why. What do you want?
Come on, I just wanted to say hi.
Really? After 3 years, you've ignored your children in your quest for a life of luxury, and you suddenly want to say hi?
Hi, things have been drastic turn for me. I'm currently home alone right now. I don't even know where Mike went. I heard he was involved in some fraudulent activities at work, and he has been suspended pending investigation. Dylan, his salary for the past few months have been suspended, and since this started, I've been barely surviving.
Okay, but why are you telling me all this?
I know things might be tough for you, but based on your measly earnings for being a caregiver, but if you can loan me a little amount, I'll be grateful.
Caregiver? I can see Mike didn't tell you. I got my old job back.
What?
Yeah, you heard correctly. The company did lots of investigations, and they found out Mike was the orchestrator of the fraud I was accused of. I've been offered my job back with a salary 3 times the amount I used to take.
My God! I knew it! I knew you were innocent!
Oh, shut up! You never believed me when I told you I was innocent. You believed that I'd never make it in life again because of what happened. Well, you're the one in my DM right now begging for money. And just so you know, we just finished a board meeting. Mike has been fired from the company, and you can be certain we'll be pressing charges.
What? Charges? You can't be serious. He's broke. How could he afford a lawyer?
That's none of my business, Marissa. Speaking of which, I have to go right now. I have more important things to do.
Hold on, Dylan, can I see you? Dylan! Dylan? I just saw you on TV. Oh, you look so handsome, honey. Just like the day we met.
Thank you.
I can see you're doing pretty well. Expanding the company has brought you a lot of fame. You're granting interviews every other day, traveling all over the world. You're doing really great, you know?
Thank you.
Come on, is that all you'll say to me?
I mean, what more do you want me to say? I have nothing to say to you.
Fine, at least tell me what that girl you introduced me as your fiancée was.
You mean Cindy? She was the live-in nanny I hired to take care of the children.
What? Are you for real? You mean you settled for a maid? You know she's not your class, right?
Says who? You're the one that was never in my class, Marissa. Cindy's twice the woman you could ever be, even in your dreams.
I'm sorry, Dylan. I got carried away back then. I should have never left you and the kids. Since my class's job, he suddenly became mean, and when you fired him, kicked me out of his house. Oh, I messed up, I know. Can you give me a second chance? I promise I'll be good and diligent wife to you.
Second chance? Don't be silly.
Come on, you seriously can't pick the maid over me?
That's my fiancée. Stop calling her a maid.
I just need to be my children's lives. That's all. You know they can't live without their mommy.
They have a new mommy now. Let me show you.
Why would you send this to me?
That's me, Cindy, and our children. You can see we're a happy family, right? You don't want to ruin that, do you?
Please, Dylan, just give me a chance. I promise I will never misbehave ever again.
You won't? You promise?
I promise on my life.
Okay, hold on a bit. There's something I owe you.
You do? I've always known you and I were meant to be. Nothing can tear us apart. You owe me your heart and love, right? There is no need to be romantic, baby. What is this for?
That's the money you threw at our doorstep 3 years ago. I never touched it. I would have given it to you in cash, but I didn't want to see your ugly face. The cash is in my garage. I'll give it to an orphanage to make use of it.
Dylan, I don't need the money. You're the one I need. Can I come over to the house? I need to see you.
No, you don't. Don't bother coming. My security won't let you through. And if you try anything sneaky, you'll be arrested and thrown in jail.
Come on, let's at least meet up. I'm sure you'll change your mind when you see me. I knew that deep down he still loved me. Dylan, answer me. Dylan, how could you do this to me? How could you treat me this way? You know, if this didn't happen to me, I would have never believed you were capable of such.
I don't care what you believe, Marissa. Can you just leave me alone?
I saw you today and you ignored me. Now don't deny that you didn't see me because I know very well that you did.
Okay.
I saw you coming out of the house with Cindy and the kids. It seems like you guys were going on a trip. I wait for you to stop, but you ignored me. Not even when I stepped in front of the car. You splashed the dirty water on me with your car. I knew you did that on purpose.
Well, you deserve all that dirt.
Dylan, this does not have to be the end of us. We can still come back together. I love you, baby. I miss you. I miss us.
Voice notes of you crying and begging are not going to change anything.
I'm in a bad place, Dylan. You know I have no job. I need money for feeding and to pay my rent. If you leave me this way, I could go homeless.
What about the $15,000 I gave you? Use it wisely and it'll last you.
$15,000? I use it to pay up my own standing debts. I'm broke once again. Anything at all you can help me with will be greatly appreciated.
You're the architect of your problems, and they belong to you alone. Stop bringing them into my DMs and expecting me to solve them for you. Remember how Mike didn't like me sending you texts? Well, my fiancé doesn't like it either, so all this has gotta stop, okay?
You can't leave me like this. Have you forgotten our history? All we went through together?
All I can remember is you dumping me to be with my rich best friend. You were selfish and didn't care how your choices would hurt those of us close to you. It's too late to ask me to care now. Anyway, our wedding is next week. In case you want to see what a real couple in love looks like, you can come. I'll send you the invite. Other than that, this will be the last time we'll be talking.
Hold on. At least about this.
Goodbye, Marissa.
Dylan!
Cindy and I got married, and together with the children, we lived a life full of love and happiness. Marissa eventually got visiting rights to see the kids, but judging by her past behavior, the judge only granted her supervised visits once a week. Personally, I believe that was even more than she deserved, but I had to obey the law. Mike was later sentenced to 7 years imprisonment for fraud, and things didn't get better for my ex after that. Last I heard about her, she was a caregiver struggling to make ends meet. I simply moved on with my life, my wife and my kids. Not everyone gets a second chance at happiness, but I'm so glad that I did.